Hey everyone, Andru here for another edition of Bleeding Edge TV, and today we're talking with Ubuntu, actually the canonical group which makes Linux Ubuntu for PCs. Linux is coming to the smartphone, so you're going to be able to buy yourself a smartphone. This is an iPhone, obviously. You're going to be able to buy a smartphone running Linux Ubuntu. It's a big deal because right now we have iOS and Android dominating. We've got Microsoft trying to make a comeback with Windows Phone, RIM, or now BlackBerry, trying to make a comeback with the BlackBerry Z10 and Q10. And now we have Ubuntu coming out, their first run at the smartphone market. We give you a tour through the Ubuntu smartphone operating system. Stay tuned. Andru Edwards back here at CES 2012 with Richard of Canonical. How are you doing today?
Good, Andrew. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, and we came over, you're actually our second interview because we were looking for you specifically because you have a product in your hand that a lot of people are very interested in. Well, not the product, but it's the software on it. Tell us about this.
So this is our new Ubuntu for smartphones. So what we're showing here is our brand new operating system relevant for smartphones. It's a completely new smartphone system that we're hoping to launch at the end of this year in terms of being able, in terms of a retailing in high streets.
Okay. And so we have iOS, we have Android, we have Windows Phone, BlackBerry 10. How are you going to differentiate from those four with Ubuntu?
Well, firstly, we think we've got a very particular design to showcase. We think the way in which our system works is a very different basis to the way that some of the more conventional systems work. So we've taken a very design-led approach to actually allow a very new experience for smartphones.
Okay, so can you give us a look at how it works?
Sure. So this is the welcome screen that I'm showing you here. The first thing to show you about this is that it's what we're calling an infographic. So it's a particular design that's representative of the user's services that are running for that particular time. So this is showing the number of tweets that have been received, for example, but it could just as easily be number of emails sent, number of phone calls received, that sort of thing. So the whole design of the welcome screen is designed to be very personal in terms of reflecting the way in which the user uses their services on their smartphone.
Sure.
So there's also there's no soft keys or hard keys on this phone. So we've set the system up so it's using all four edges of the phone screen. That's how all of the features of the phone will be used. So for example, by swiping across using the left edge, we've got instant access to a range of applications that the user is able to access immediately. So these are the applications that the user will want to access most frequently.
Sure.
So if we go straight into the UI itself, the home screen that we're showing here has all the relevant services that the user would access on a regular basis. So it's got frequently used apps. It's got media applications, as well as music and those sorts of things. By going across into the application lens, we can see that we've got access to regular applications, but also specifically that's different about this system is that it allows service providers to introduce applications that are available for download as part of the main UI. So this is a customizable element of the phone system. So in comparison with more conventional phone systems, it means that our partners are allowed to promote certain applications directly into the UI. The user doesn't have to go through an application store in order to search those services, download them, and then store them in the same place on the interface where all the other applications reside. So it's providing a certain place within the UI to allow service providers to promote certain services. If we go into some of our native applications we've got here that I want to show you, I'm going to show you the gallery application. So this is an application that we've designed and engineered specifically for the smartphone. By scrolling down different days, you can see that we've structured the content so it's available in terms of dates. Then you can scroll across to actually see the different photos that were taken that particular day.
This is automatically arranged that way.
It's automatically arranged this way. It's an example of an application that is going to be open source, so I mean, it also means that it can be integrated into social networking services. So for example, if I click the bottom edge, I can go into the share menu, and then get instant access to a range of social media where I can post this photo directly onto that application. We've also got a range of services available from the top edge as well. So this is access to the range of various settings. So for example, if I go into the battery, I can control the brightness, for example, which may be relevant for a particular video or photo content, and then just go straight back into the application. So again, this is something we believe is new because it's giving the user instant access to a range of settings that might have relevance for an application they're using at that time. Sure. And other systems, they might have to close the application down, go back to the home screen, go into the settings menu, come back and open up the application again. So this is one element of the user experience we think is different about our platform. Okay. Right, what else can I show you? So multitasking. So if I open up another application, do the notepad, by using the right edge swipe, we've got multitasking, so you can go straight through and just swipe through the different applications that are open at that particular time. So what we've got here is full use of all 4 edges of the screen without any use of, without any need for hard keys or soft keys.
Right. How do you get back to the main home screen?
You just go to up here, and then just go down to home.
There it is. Okay.
And there it is. And from the home screen, you've got full range to a different elements of the UI. So this is the people lens, for example. So it's got all of the recent activity associated with everyone in your address book. It's got full social media integration. So by clicking on a anchor there, I could. The internet access isn't working here tonight, otherwise I could show you the integration, but by clicking on that, that would trigger the Facebook application, and then you would be able to go directly to that particular content's profile on Facebook. Same with messages. Here we're giving a separate, slightly different context in terms of the address book. It's showing the actual messaging activity that took place with your difference. So what we've got here is a date-ordered, different messages associated with the contacts. So yeah, there you have it. That's the Ubuntu smartphone OS.
And again, you're expecting these to launch at the end of this year?
Yeah, so we're in discussion with carriers and hardware manufacturers, and our plan is to target availability and ship these to market towards the end of this year, maybe the beginning of 2014.
Richard, we appreciate you giving us the full demo. Another smartphone OS, and a pretty smartly built one at that. It's coming soon, end of this year. Check it out, Ubuntu on smartphones. Stay tuned, we'll have more from CES 2013.